today's video, I'm going to tell you how I got my two cars into this garage. After moving into this house, which is smaller than my old house, I compressed my shop and my old garage and my shed into just this space. And so it was really pretty tough to do, but it was important for us because if the cars weren't in the garage, the driveways wouldn't get cleared by the HOA when it snowed. And that's what we're talking about today. There's not much you could do if the walls aren't straight. I mean, this in the back here, you can see it's nice and tight. But in the front, not so much. It's a little bit off. And I mean, I guess I could shim this out a little bit, but it's garage shelving. I'm not going nuts. So the first step was this workbench, which is Craftsman. I got it from Lowe's, and I got the accessory kit with all this drawer storage here. So that bank of drawers is really important for, well, this one's just junk, but everything else is kind of used very well. And then this storage cabinet over here is really important. That has a lot of stuff in it too. And of course my tool chest is over here, but that's inaccessible while the car is in here, but at least it's here. And of course I have to keep my garbage cans, garbage and recycling, because of my HOA, they have to be kept in the garage too. I brought this from the old house. This was in my shop. I really like it because you can, it's very flexible and it's more sturdy than regular pegboard. So I brought that with me. It's about 20 years old and I don't even know where I got it, but it really is helpful to hang all kinds of stuff. So I needed to take advantage of the height, and so I put this storage over the top, those shelves over the top of the door, and it's not really convenient because of course I need a ladder to get anything down, but that's okay, it's the best that I could do. And so that's where we keep our extra stuff and my tools and things like that. Now the next step is these huge things. These are 2 4x8 sheets of plywood suspended over the garage door, and that provides a ton of storage for us. These are concrete anchors that I'm not going to be using. I'm not putting these in concrete ceiling of any kind. These are the ones that I'll be using to attach them to my ceiling here because I have wooden framing above. Tons of parts. You can see how the plywood is attached with these little screws, and they're really smart because they put these holes in that bracket there so that I could screw through it with the screwdriver and get the screws straight into the wood. I think I used like a 5/8 inch Luan plywood here. It wasn't really expensive. I don't remember what it cost, but it's really smooth and it looks nice on both sides. On the walls, I'm using this Rubbermaid FastTrack system to hang any kind of tools and ladders and things like that. And you can see I have them on both sides. And to get the bikes off the floor, I put these pulleys in. I got those on Amazon. And that way we can take them down whenever we want to take a ride around the neighborhood. For lighting in the garage, I have the shop light over the workbench here. I got that at Sam's Club. It's an LED shop light. And I put this motion sensor so that all I have to do is walk in from the house and that light always goes on. So that's really convenient. I don't have to fumble for the switch, which is way over here behind the refrigerator. But if I do fumble for the switch, I have these two deformable lights, I think they call them. And they're pretty awesome too. They're LEDs as well. And you can see I just pointed a couple of them down. So they really light the garage very well. Now again, taking advantage of that height, 9.5 feet ceiling, and luckily this system, the way that I have it set up here, you could actually, it had extensions that this could actually come down lower, but I didn't need it any lower, and if anything I needed it as high as it could go so that the door cleared it. And this, with the way it is, the door clears it perfectly. And if I did need it shorter, I would have had to cut all these angle pieces, all the corner pieces and center pieces and whatnot, and make it a little higher to the ceiling, but at least this way it fit very nicely. And the way I position them, I can get stuff down from either side, but of course the door needs to be closed for me to do it. And you can see on this side my wife pulls in with extra space over here because she doesn't want to come anywhere near the garbage can. And we have these blocks on the ground that tell us when we're in far enough. Now me, on the other side, I'm fortunate that I have the Tesla Model Y, and it has no exhaust, so I have no problem backing it into the garage. And I get a little bit closer to the side here, which is it's certainly a little scary, but I've gotten kind of good at it. And I just keep my charger hanging right here, and I can just plug it in when I need it. Alright, well, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Check all the links in the video description, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Welcome.
from home.
Be sure to subscribe and watch our new series, The Living Flip. Ooh.
Look.
And that has 1.25 inches.
It's the little one, that's all I know.